We now come to the southern outskirts of Huddersfield, an original mill town in West Yorkshire, and it's another glorious summer's day, early in the day, just after 9:30 in the morning, and we're at what is known as Tower Hill, and I think the name is obvious as why it's called that. Now, as in all these places, all these mounds around the area, the history goes back a long way, and they were almost invariably used as hill settlements or forts of some kind. Seems to be a very warring history between our peoples. This one is believed to originate from the Bronze Age, the Iron Age, very long time ago. 500 or so BC, there was probably a hill fort around here. And then when the Romans arrived, it was another centre of resistance from the southern invaders. It perhaps came to architectural prominence, as did many things in this country. That is the building of structures and castles and houses and fortifications after the Norman conquest in 1066, when this castle or fort was probably under the ownership of one of the conqueror's right-hand man, a certain Ilbert de Lacy, who fought with the conqueror at the Battle of Hastings. And indeed he passed it on down his family to Henry de Lacy, I believe, may have constructed a more permanent structure here, perhaps in stone. This particular tower is known as the Victoria Tower, and was built in 1899 to commemorate the 60th anniversary of the reign of Queen Victoria, one of our most long-lasting sovereigns. It was built by a firm of local builders. I'm just trying to remember the name. I think it was perhaps Bamford and Son, based at Folly Hall near the centre of Huddersfield, which was a mill complex, and was used in the early 20th century by a certain Lum and family who were mill owners. In fact, some of the names around here, the names of the lanes around here are named after Mr. Lum. He was a benevolent mill owner because in the early 20th century the working hours were not as in Bradford in the early 18th century, when they were perhaps 6 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night, but they had eased somewhat, and they were now 6:30 in the morning to 5:50 in the evening. So, such benevolence. What a view, just look at that. Es ist eine viele gute Art, einmal Ferien zu genießen für meine deutschen Freundinnen und Freundinnen. Meine Schatz und Sängerinnen in Deutschland zum Beispiel. Ausgezeichnetes Ausblick, ich denke. Sehr ruhig und bequem am Moment, früh in den Morgen. Y también puedes español de mis amigas y mis amores. Lo que veo su ordinadora en la noche, por ejemplo. Ausgezeichnet. I've actually got a wide-angled lens adapter on this morning, second-hand one again of course, but it's not a fisheye one, it's just a straightforward wide-angle adapter to get a more panoramic view.